Hi everyone, it's James from Eurovision Ireland back for a new season of Review in 2, Eurovision Ireland's Lightning Fast review show. We know you don't have all day to spend watching reaction videos, and if you do, seriously, why? Think about your choices. So we just give you 2 minutes or less on all 35 songs heading to the Eurovision Song Contest 2026, which is of course taking place in Vienna in Austria. Never any hate, just a difference of opinion. I'll talk about what I like, what I don't like, what I think can be improved on, and all 35 songs are going to get their review in a moment. So sit back, relax, enjoy Review in 2, and let the Eurovision Song Contest 2026 begin. Let's head on over to Poland. Alicja Szemplińska and Pray. I just had to prove that I could say Szemplińska. I was thrilled when I heard she was in the national selection for Poland because Empires was a song that was completely robbed. I mean, all of 2020 was robbed, but I remember thinking for such a young performer, she had such an incredibly powerful voice. I wanted to see Empires do very well, and I think it would have. So seeing her coming back to national selection this year, I was like, brilliant, I hope she gets her shot, and she did indeed. What I can say about this, she gets her Eurovision moment, and she still has a belter of a voice. If anything, I'd say it's got much stronger. I think, having that time, young performers can start out very talented, but when they've had time to hone that skill, they become even more incredible. So Alicja, incredible, fantastic. The song, it starts out very gospel, which I think suits her style of voice. The song's called Pray. The problem is from there, it then sort of shifts tempos, becomes very modern. There's sort of an element of rap in there. It sort of seems to shift around stylistically quite a bit. And I'm not sure that it's all a cohesive package, which is a real shame. And then, just to be really unusual, it just sort of ends. And I get some songs, there's ending on a note or there's ending with big finish, but to sort of just end like that, especially with something that's been a lot of chopping and changing with tempo and style and that. Oh, okay. As I said, I was thrilled that Alicya's come back. I'm not sure this song does the best to show off how good she is vocally, which is a shame. And it's also strange because the first half of the song, when she's hitting those gospel notes, it shows that she is an incredible performer. I don't think the rest of the song does a lot to showcase that for her, which is a shame. Staging, I think, very slick, very well put together. Whether it's going to qualify or not, I must admit I'm slightly torn. Part of me thinks because it's so many different styles, the televoting audience might their attention might wander a little bit. But I'm thinking the juries are going to respond to the fact that she can sing. If we do see Poland in the final, and I think we might, I think it is an if though, I think maybe a mid-table finish, but I think Alicja, if she could get a song that really suits her and is really very much her and her style, then yeah, I honestly think she could bring Poland a first Eurovision victory. I don't think it's going to be with this song though, which is a shame, but happy to see her back nonetheless.